Okay, so this video is mainly inspired by, all the speculation that's been going around recently and also this scene. Question of who's going to be the next crewmate is something that has been speculated by people, and I just thought I'd give my 2 cents on it, while everyone else is as well. So right now, as far as we know, Luffy has gathered about 9 people in his crew. There are 10 of them, excluding him, which are Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brook, Jimbei. And if it's going to be exactly 10, we need at least one more person who's going to join them. And looking at the way the story is going, the 2 main candidates that have been put forth is either Momo or Carrot. Now, as far as Momo's concerned, I think that Momo would be a great addition. I think that I just like the idea of Momo continuing with them. And I think the main reason why it may not happen is the whole he needs to be Shogun and take over. But I think something about Momo being Shogun, it's not necessarily going to play out like that. Just the way I have come to see the whole Wano arc going. So I think the whole thing of Momo being Shogun isn't going to happen, simply because I don't think it's anything like they're going to lose or anything like that, but I think it's just because he's going to turn it down more or less. I think that he's in the whole Momo character arc thing. One, he's realizing that he's not suited for this role. He's not Odin. He's coming to that realization. And I think that realization of him not being Odin, him not being such a great leader, is what's going to make him realize that he's not suited to be the Shogun. And I think that is the main, and with that out of the way, it opens the doors for him. That being said, who's going to become Shogun at the end? I think personally it may be Hiyori, it may be someone else. That is a discussion for another time. Right now, talking about Momo joining Strawhats. So I think that may be one thing about how to get that out. And I think that what Momo really wants to do, because I see a lot of Momo character arcs, a bit similar to the Usopp ones, where right now in the story, Momo's trying to become brave. He's trying to become independent. And I feel like in his story, just like the way Usopp said he's going to become a brave warrior of the sea, Momo will go out to sea, because I think he's realized that because he's been around the Scabbards so long and for so much time, he's got, his reliance on them has what has kept him timid. So I feel like he may come to the decision on his own that he should, probably journey out, be with the Strawhats and everyone, and there he can be more independent and gain the courage and gain the strength that he wants to gain for himself. So I think that and I guess that's a really interesting way for the story to go in terms of Momo's character arc, and then possibly going to Elbaf, and that would be great for both Momo and Usopp. So I can definitely see that happening, and I really like that idea. So I think that Momo will become one, but I don't think that Momo is a 10th person. Okay? And so you may be wondering, okay, if he joins, then of course he's the 10th person. I don't think so, just in the sense that it may be something where Oda writes in the sense that, okay, he is, but he's more of a chore boy, the way Buggy and Shanks were on Roger's crew, where they were official, but not technically official pirates, essentially. And so that may be the way Oda may write it and be like, okay, it's not, he is, but he isn't. And it's kind of that whole apprentice pirate thing. And what quantifies an apprentice pirate? I go into it in a different video. I'll put a link to that as well. But I think that Momo will become an apprentice. If you still need a bit more convincing, I know there is also another video that is done by Joy Boy, and I really like that video, so I'll link it and you guys can go watch that and just gain a bit more perspective on the matter, and then you can come back and comment what you think. So the 10th member, I think, will actually be Carrot. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be happy that I've said this, another one on the side of Carrot for Nakama, and I'm not really a big fan. It's not that I don't like Carrot, but also I don't particularly like her anyway, so I don't really care. At the end of the story, whether she does or doesn't become, I don't really care. But I think Carrot is one that has been sneakily set. Not sneakily, I'd say openly set up, but it hasn't been expressly stated, rather. Because it seems that she's gotten used to traveling with them so much, the interactions are there, the way she relates with different people, especially Chopper and Nami. The relationships are there and it's been built up. So it may be one of the things where she just naturally just joins the crew and goes. So I think that the Carrot one is possible. I don't really have many arguments in favor of Carrot specifically joining, but what brought this whole video on and this whole thought is just about, like I said, the scene of potential Straw Hats, but also the realization of where these characters are going to come from. Like, who are these characters going to be when they join the crew? And here's my thought process, okay? So bear with me just one moment. If we look at the new world so far, and we look at where the Strawhats are right now, they're in Wano. And if we look at potentially what's going to happen with Big Mom per se, is that probably at some point Big Mom's going to go down, and when she does, whether it's in this arc or next arc, she's going to go down. When that happens, Luffy is probably going to take over, Fishman Island formally, and that's going to become his territory. Another thing that seems like it's going to happen, it's not definitely going to happen, is that Wano is going to open its borders. But the thing is that I think because of the relationships with the Straw Hats and everyone from the rebellion, they might open under Luffy. So there might be a thing where Wano opens its borders, but it's part of the Straw Hats territory, which is something that is potentially being set up. It's not set in stone. I'm not saying it's set in stone, but seems like it's being set up. Okay, so that being said, if Wano does, then the Straw Hats will have Fishman and Wano. And just thinking about what other places could they potentially have, I think that if they have Wano, then they would probably have Zou as well, just because of the bond between Wano and Zou. And if we look at these three, okay, I don't know what islands they may have in the future, but just these three, what they have in common is, for the biggest part, the poneglyphs. All of these three had road poneglyphs. Wano has a poneglyph that Kaido's keeping. Zou had the one in the that tree cave place thing, and Fishman Island had one. Okay, they don't have one right now, but in the flashback with Odin and Roger, we saw that one was there. So all of them have road poneglyphs, but potentially it could be that the Straw Hats, the new members they get, will be from these islands. So from Fishman Island, they got Jimbei, and then from Zou, they'll get Carrot, and then from Wano, they'll get Momo. And then that will complete how they're getting their crew members. Now, I did think about the last road poneglyph, not really where it is, but potentially does that mean that wherever it is, they're going to get a new crewmate from there? And I guess for that, it's something where I think it's possible, but I don't think it's going to be something where they're going to get a new crewmate and they're going to join them permanently, because I feel like it's a bit late in the story to start creating those bonds and everything, and for us to really care about that character as part of the whole crew. So I don't think if they gain a new member that they will be a permanent one. It may be a member where it's like Odin, where Odin only joined for the last bit, then left. He went back home. So if they do get a new crew member, it may be something like that. Or they may just decide that, okay, we're not going to do that. These are enough crew members. That's it. Or it may be something where they get another one, but it's more of another apprentice pirate, someone who's younger. But I think the most possible one is either they join for a short time, so maybe it's just someone who can help them get to Raftel. Maybe it's something about how to get there. Raftel. I'm used to saying Raftel. I've said it for so many years until this flashback. I'll keep saying it, but I know it's wrong. To get to Raftel, at least having someone like that would be useful. So it may be something where they just get someone who knows how to get there, with reading everything, and then that's how they go. to Raftel with this temporary crewmate, shall we say. I think that's the most likely one. Either that or Oda's like, it's enough, we're stopping here. And I think that with this, that opens the doors for quite a bit more of us seeing what Oda has in store for Momo's character arc, which I think is very interesting. And just to see like how he's naturally just slid carrot into the Straw Hat crew very naturally. And I guess just seeing how they'll fit, how the dynamics will go as well, in terms of strength and, you know, how strong they are. And I mean, that's pretty much it. So anyway, guys, I don't want to go on. I literally have nothing else to say. This was just my entire thought. As always, guys, comment what you think in the comment section down below. If you have someone who needs to hear the truth, please share this video with them. Like, subscribe, do all that beautiful stuff, and I will see you guys later.